Hey guys, and welcome to Texas Tech's very first sports entertainment talk show. This show is for the students, by the students, and with the students. Here today is our very sarcastic moderator, Leigh Waldman, and my boy and co-host, GP Osa. We hope to make you laugh at our jokes, cry with us in despair, and most importantly, engage with us. We want to thank you and apologize in advance for being way more awesome than you. I'm your host, Spencer Grzywacz, and this is Double Take.
Y'all, I want y'all to tell me if it's a big deal or not. Was Dez Bryant's comment on the field of the Seahawks game a huge deal?
Well, I'm gonna state my opinion right here. It was not a big deal. Now, hear me out. I'm gonna first say my piece and let y'all know. So,
Let us know what?
Let us know that Dez Bryant obviously did not mean what those things were not directed towards Lockett. One, yes, he was disrespectful, and he shouldn't have said that. The only thing that should be discussed is about Dez Bryant is think before you say something. We all know Dez Bryant. If you're a Cowboys fan from OSU, his OSU days or Cowboys days, we should know this by now. He's an emotional player. We've seen him happy, acting a muck, and we've seen him emotional when he's mad. We've seen him his little incident in training camp, and we've seen his little incident.
Talking about the fight, right?
Yeah, the fight, and we've seen him. Recently, yes, those things aren't good, but keep in mind this is what he does, and I'm not condoning it whatsoever. I'm just saying that Dez Bryant just needs. Those things weren't directed towards Lockett.
So are you taking the or nah side of this, or are you taking the big deal side of this?
It's not a big deal.
So or nah. All right.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So it is a big deal, and it's a big deal because Dez Bryant has to be aware of his actions before he goes on and says something like this. He's a public figure. Okay. He's been known for incidents in the past. This isn't just having a pet monkey, Dez Bryant. This is something serious. Somebody got seriously hurt in this game. They were carted off the field.
He did not know. He did not know the current condition of he did not know he was in the hospital. So he couldn't say that he like, oh, I wish you were in this situation. I guarantee it was just probably at the defense. He just looked over and said it. Just
in this day and age, though, everybody's got a camera phone on them, and so you got to be careful what you say. So I absolutely do think it's a big deal. If Dez Bryant, he needs to be aware of his surroundings, and if he's not aware of his surroundings, then he's got to work on that aspect of his life. He's got to learn to control his emotions. The Cowboys are known for having, kind of a bad boy mentality. They pick up the players that are kind of rough around the edges, and they kind of try to smooth them out. Dez Bryant being one of those when they took him in the draft. That's why he fell in the draft. But he's still got to be very conscious of what he says and who he says it around, and especially the incidents that he says it around. He's had a violent past, and his past has caught up with him at times in the professional and playing professional football in the NFL. So I think he's got to be careful about when something violent happens, what he says in that situation. So I do think it's a big deal.
Okay. Well, personally, I agree with GP. It was a mistake for him to say that, but I don't know. Sorry. It's okay. In my opinion, it's okay. He shouldn't have said it. He should apologize, but it's fine. We can move past it.
Anyways,
so
it's not a big deal.
What I'm more excited for is our new segment called Swype It. It's where we get to check out people in their Halloween costumes. I'm really looking forward to this. Okay.
Did you have a good Halloween?
I had a great Halloween.
What were you for Halloween?
I was a Greek goddess.
What were you?
Old Spice guy. So,
I was a pretty cool pirate.
What's
What's
that?
the
Pretty
pirate?
cool. Pretty cool is relative.
What's the pirate from Pirates of the Caribbean? What's his name?
Ooh.
Jack Sparrow, right?
Sparrow.
Jack
Man,
Sparrow.
I even wore eyeliner, man.
Well, let's
I
talk
went all
about someone who's a little more attractive than you, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Okay, he was dressed up as a adorable Popeye. I mean, I would heart him for days.
I don't even know what Popeye is, so I'm gonna give this one.
What?
a
Okay,
big
no.
Who doesn't
solid
know who
X.
Popeye is?
Okay, this man obviously didn't watch cartoons as a kid.
Obviously not.
You
Where was your
probably lived in
childhood?
a rock. So I'm gonna give him a straight up heart because this man is muscular. He's living to the Popeyes mentality.
He is looking so fierce.
Fierce. I mean, of course. I mean, to be honest, The Rock is always going to do something to show his muscles. He's like Terry Crews, always wanted.
Hey, I do
And
wish
that's
I had
something
his
I
muscles,
want to
though.
see. I want to see his muscles. If he wants to do something shirtless next year, Dwayne, listen up. I'm a fan. Magic Mike is what you should do.
I do wish I had his muscles, though.
I
Yeah,
mean, I'm
that's-
just saying. So,
I try. I work out.
someone else
work
who's
out.
obviously idolizing Dwayne is AJ Ramos. He dressed up as The Rock in his younger years.
Texas Tech alumni,
Yeah.
pitches for the Marlins. I'm giving him a heart, guys, because this is creative. This is cool. I like this. And he's a Tech alumni. This dude knows what he's doing.
I'm gonna have to give him an X because that was not The Rock's finest hour. He looks like a middle-aged lesbian. I'm just being real.
That's what makes it funny,
That's
though.
awful.
That's what makes it's funny, but it's
I like
just
his fanny pack though. I'm a
His
big
fanny pack
fan
is
of the
killer.
camo
I
fanny
own
pack.
it.
Isn't that
Fanny pack.
you would know this? Isn't that a big deal with kind of like Greek life around campus?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't know who
I'm a
brought
huge
the fanny
fan
pack
of
back.
fanny
It
packs.
never should have come back.
It's like you don't even need pockets. You just have everything right there. It's like you're a kangaroo. So Floyd Mayweather, you know how he
Better be a
likes that
shark.
money. Yeah. He was dressed up as dead presidents. So I don't know if I'm feeling it so much. Like, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this, so personally, I'm gonna.
I didn't really
X 'em out.
understand it at first. I had to have it explained to me actually before the show started because I didn't understand. I thought he was just showing off his money like he always does. So I give it an X. I pass.
I'm gonna have to give it a heart. I mean, leave it up to Floyd
course.
to always show his money. You stay balling, my friend.
money's
He just does what he does. Even though it's a little tacky, I like it.
Little.
We should
A
go.
little is an understatement. Okay, so next we have LeBron, and he is dressed up as Prince. I'm not so sure how I feel about how he looks as Prince.
You ever seen?
Let's look like the face. I'm not a huge fan of it. So in my opinion, X again. LeBron, love you, but no.
He looks like he looks like a. I'm gonna give this an X by the way because he kind of looks like a 70s or 60s like Elvis, like a black Elvis.
Or like
I
an
don't know.
old
Prince.
I don't know.
Looks like an old school porn star in my
Heart.
opinion.
Yeah, he
Heart.
does with the mustache. Yeah.
He's Prince. He's rocking it. He looks like Prince from the Dave Chappelle skit. I love it. I love it. I love it.
No. Okay,
is
so
the king.
Swaggy P, he is a gift to women from God. You know? Thank you, God.
This
In
is
my
creative.
opinion, thank you.
What?
This was a
Thank
good
you,
one.
God's
I'm gonna have to.
No, I'm going
Yeah.
against it. This is no.
You didn't give us this. You didn't give us this,
This is a
man.
gift.
No,
from
it's
GP.
me. I should be
This
in the
is-
box. Okay, I'm giving an X because you know what? Like this dude, he has Iggy. I don't know what their situation is. He should, his gift is to
has
her.
Iggy.
Nah, he can have her. Like I'm the.
Are
gift
they
to all.
still together?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
This
know.
is
I don't
No one-
sports,
no one even
not
cares.
E-news. Gosh.
Swaggy P.
Okay,
I love
so
him. He's my favorite player in the NBA, possibly, just because of his attitude. I love him.
let's check out the Thunder. You know, Katie is dressed up as Blue Streak. I don't really know what Blue Streak is, so I'm sorry if you're a fan of that. I don't know what that is, so I have no opinion on this matter. But I feel like he has saggy boobs in it or something, but I don't really know.
Maybe a sports bra would work out well.
Yeah,
I don't
he needs
know.
a little extra lift
Again,
up in
I don't
there.
know what Blue Streak is either, so.
Actually, I'm gonna give a heart to Russell Westbrook. He looks funny.
Okay.
I don't even know.
Kind of reminds me.
Kevin
We're
Durant
talking
is.
about this. He looks like that dinosaur from Land Before Time. He's a little-
Okay. So, checking out Darren Williams. He's Macho Man Randy Savage, I guess. I kind of dig it. I can mess with it. It's cool.
He's got that Kool-Aid.
Yeah, he's got the Kool-Aid.
going on,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Heart.
Heart.
again, I'm indifferent
Yeah.
on this. So,
Heart. WWE always gets a heart.
I'd chill with him on Halloween.
Always.
I'd chill-
always
I'd chill with
getting
him
a
on
heart.
Halloween.
So, Patrick Mahomes, our boy here at Tech, is Steph Curry. I can definitely dig it. I'm a big fan of Patrick Mahomes and of Steph Curry and of Steph Curry's daughter. So, I'm down.
Again, I'm a big backer and supporter of Patrick Mahomes, so I'm just going to give him the heart for being Patrick Mahomes.
I'm gonna give him.
But I want to know more about the dude to his right. That would be his right? Yeah, okay. What's going on there with that guy,
He's
the little baby? Is
he's
that from
the
The Hangover?
He's
Is
the
that from
Hangover baby.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I didn't know that he had. What is this? A beard? What is that? From
But,
was he wearing
let's
that?
focus on the
handkerchief?
important one in the picture.
No,
okay?
like while he's drifting off, I'm gonna say my piece. X, why he didn't go too hard with he didn't have the right costume he had the old school uniform. He should have had the brand new ones.
That's like
Second,
pre-championship.
he was not Curry with the shot during the game. Third, he didn't try too hard. Obviously, he's not matching.
Are you talking about the Saturday game?
Yes.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
That's cold.
That is
So
cool.
I'm gonna give it
Hey,
a
he had a
big
good
X.
game, though.
I mean, I'm still cool with
He had a
that,
good
so
game.
it's whatever.
Okay. So then next we're going to be checking out a fan. We don't know who you are, but I appreciate your costume, D Rose. Days without injuries.
Ooh,
One.
this
That's a little heartbreaking. That's a little sad.
This is harsh, but 100% true, and I hate to say it
is
Oh.
because I feel bad
Oh,
for
no.
him. But I
No.
mean, when you're that injury prone, like what can you do? Like you're gonna get made fun of. It happens. I'm
He
sorry.
brought it on
I'm sorry,
himself.
D Rose.
He
Like
brought it on
dang.
himself.
you're a great talent, but
What are you feeling?
I'm gonna say X, but I have to say this. Shout out to the Instagram guy. You are a savage. This is terrible. It's funny, but it's just like ugh. That's all I got.
Whichever parent decided to dress their child up as liar deflated balls from Patriots last year, I feel like you're kind of abusing your kid, but it's a funny costume, so I'm going to give it a heart.
Yeah.
That's funny. It made me laugh.
give it a heart as well. Even though I love my boy Tom Brady, but I think we're running low on time.
So we're going to have more for you after the break.
All right.
Okay, welcome back to Double Take. So we're going to come back on a more serious note. We call this segment the Big Debate. Each of our hosts are going to have a chance to say their piece on this week's topics. So first off, I want to talk about, has the NCAA overstepped their targeting rule? Texas Tech's Deshaun Johnson has had a questionable targeting call in the last week's game against OSU. So GP, you're up first on this one.
No, I believe that no, the NCAA hasn't overstepped with the targeting rule. Now, I don't think we should look at this as the NCAA overstepping. I think we should look at this as a bad call, which it is. Although I am for the NCAA in this, I believe that this was just a bad call, and Johnson shouldn't have left the game. He should have. This was a clean hit. It obviously. If you look at the rules for targeting, his crown of the helmet did not hit him. It was actually face mask to face mask, so it was not targeting. So this is a bad call, and but this still isn't a target. This is not at all targeting.
But you don't think that the rule has been overstepped by the NCAA?
No, this is the rule. The rule it hasn't been overstepped. The rule just needs to be. The thing I'll admit about the rule is just it has a gray area. So the language of the rule needs to be changed for a better.
So I'm going to take the complete opposite side. I mean, absolutely, I will agree. Actually, not true. I will agree on the fact that he should not have been ejected. All right, absolutely. If you're not, that's a form tackle. He had his face mask up. Okay, he went down and he drove up. All right, and then back into the ground. Okay, you're allowed to do that in football. That is a form
You're
tackle.
allowed
You were
to,
taught
yeah.
to keep your face mask up. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Just because helmets hit does not mean you should be ejected, okay? And the part of the rule that is absolutely ridiculous is the fact that you can immediately eject the player and change the complete momentum of a game. I don't know if people watching that game, okay, the momentum was changed completely. Tech didn't score again that half.
But
okay.
the bigger picture is player safety. I believe.
But you're fine. But what about the entertainment and the actual physicality
if
of football?
someone's hitting somebody trying to hurt them, I believe that they should not be playing a sport regardless.
Okay,
if
but
you're
he's
trying
not
to hurt
trying to
somebody,
hurt them.
I don't care if it messes up the flow of any game. If they're trying to hurt somebody in a game, they should be removed.
But even listen. So they have a system, right, where they will replay the hit, right, and if they deem it to be legal, all right, then they won't take the 15 yards away, right? But you're still allowed to play in the game, okay? They did that and he was still ejected. That's ridiculous to me, okay? I mean, you've got to be kidding. The guy had made a legal hit.
He did make.
How
no,
can
what
you
I'm trying to
eject
say,
a player
he did make
from
a
the
hit.
game for making a legal hit?
His hit was perfect. It wasn't the hit. It was just what I'm saying is the call was bad. Now, in the rule itself about targeting, it just needs better language so it prevents stuff like that. Yes, it took away from the game. Yes, it took away from Texas Tech momentum. But had it been an actual targeting hit, he should have been kicked
You can
out.
be as specific as you want, but the point of the fact of the matter is that it doesn't matter.
He's stumbling.
What? It doesn't.
Stumbling over
It
here.
doesn't matter.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Let me finish. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how well you word it. Okay, they still have a system in place where they will review it, and he was still called out. Okay, that's ridiculous. It doesn't matter.
There's always bad officiating. If you look in the Miami Duke game when they ran it back, it's bad officiating.
He shouldn't be
sorry.
automatically ejected.
We're gonna
He
have
shouldn't
to
be automatically
simmer down.
ejected no
Simmer
matter
down.
what.
Everyone, take a deep breath. It's gonna be okay. I swear. We're one big happy family here. So Kobe, let's talk about him. Is he on his way out, or does he have a few more good years left in him? What are you thinking, Spence?
Okay, listen. Here's the thing about Kobe Bryant, right? He's been with the Lakers for 20 years now. Okay, that's a pretty big milestone. And Kobe also thinks that he is still the primary player on that team. Anybody that's watched the Lakers this year realizes that Julius Randle is the future of that team and the best player on that team, in my opinion. Okay, that's not to say that Kobe couldn't still be the best role player. Okay, and calling himself the 200th best player in the league is just him being dramatic. But he needs to take a step back, and he needs to be the best role player the NBA has seen. He's good enough to put up 50 shots a game and be a superstar. Okay, but I think he should take a step back, be the best role player. When he gets more assists, when he has 8, 9, 10 assists, that team wins and does well. Okay, so he needs to stop shooting so much and become a role player. And I also have a problem with the comment, okay, of him saying he's the 200th best player, because to me, he's making the team about him still. Okay, by calling himself out. He doesn't need to be focusing on where he is in the NBA ranks of players. He needs to focus on where his team is at 0-4. Okay, so make a comment about how bad your team is to motivate your team. Don't take it all on yourself. It's selfish, in my opinion, take it all on yourself and say, I'm the 200th best player.
GP, what are you feeling?
I feel like Kobe does have a couple years left in him. The Lakers could extend or shorten them depending on what they can do. I just feel like Kobe just needs to change his approach to the game. He needs to have a less physical approach. He needs to be kind of a 6th, 7th man. And he also needs to, just kind of understand his role has changed just due to his age. I mean, we still love you, Kobe, and all that, but he needs to know that it's not his team really anymore, and he needs to understand he's going to be slowly phased out. I say keep him on the team because he's a mentor to the young guys, Julius, D'Angelo Russell. They can learn a lot from him. So I really look forward. I really hope the Lakers see that and they keep him on the team. And if they just keep him in rotation, rest him enough, things could happen. I feel like the Lakers are a sleeper team, and we could see them in the postseason.
A sleeper team, they're 0-4, dude. They're terrible this year.
Hey,
they're not going to get, and they're not looking to get any better.
You heard it from me first.
Until Kobe changes his attitude about this team, he's not going to be a good mentor because all those players, especially look at D'Angelo Russell, man, had a terrible start to the season, and he's shooting the ball like he's Kobe right now, and he can't make a bucket.
Do you know how many games are in the NBA?
82.
82. And how many are they? Right? How many are they?
They've played 4. They're 0-4.
Oh, so
okay,
does
but
4 games determine a season?
Listen, it does when you're the Lakers, okay? And here's why. Because until
the
last
playoffs are
year,
right now, right?
Until last year, they had never started a season 0-4 ever in their franchise history, and they've done it twice in a row now. And how well did they do last year?
They didn't do well.
You're the Lakers for crying out loud. You're a huge brand.
I'm telling you.
You're up there with any other brand.
Starting
and you can't
0-4
start like
in the
that.
beginning of the season will not determine how many games you win. They still have about 70-something games to go.
It's determined that they haven't won any and that they have 4 losses.
4 losses. I like to stay pretty optimistic, so we'll see what happens. And
you can only
I'll rub it in your face one day.
You can only please do. Please, I will wear as a diehard Mavericks fan. I will wear a Kobe Bryant jersey on the set if they make the playoffs this year.
All right.
Okay, so if we're going to talk about teams who had a rough start, I think we should really address what happened in the World Series. Kansas City, they came back, they really did. So I want to know if y'all think it was a bad idea for Mets manager Terry Collins to leave in Matt Harvey until the 9th inning.
I'll just say this. It wouldn't have mattered. Okay, if we look at all the times a team in the MLB has come back from a 3-1 deficit, it's been, 4 teams and the last team to do it was like 30 years ago. So I guarantee you, if somehow they put in Darius Familia, if they put him in, it just wouldn't have made a difference. Maybe he would have, maybe or not. It's just so many variables to say. It's just one of those things that people, like fans, like to put out there. It's like Dallas Cowboys fans. Dez could have caught it, blah, 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 blah.
He did catch it.
He did, yes, people say that, but
He got it.
He got it.
the outcome is still there. He did not catch it. So it's just one of those things.
outcome is wrong.
I think it's ridiculous that
Bye.
I think it's ridiculous.
Felicia.
Like, it's not, it wouldn't have made a difference. I know for a fact it wouldn't have.
Okay, so it absolutely made a difference. As the manager, it is you have one job, and that is to maneuver the pieces as if you are playing chess. Okay, that is the manager playing chess against each other during a game. Okay, and he originally had pulled Matt Harvey out of the game, and before the ninth inning, he told him he wasn't going back in. All right, Matt Harvey argued to go back in, got his way, and then gave up 2 runs to tie the game, which they eventually lost in extra innings, okay? So absolutely it matters, right? You can't let the inmates run the asylum here, okay? You, as the manager,
so
you
he's
have,
an inmate.
as the manager,
Right.
you have
Arrest
the
him.
final say. You can't let the players dictate what you do. You are getting paid millions of dollars by the
The
franchise.
coach already put
for
him in a
reason.
bad situation to begin with. You can't expect a coach to put him in a bad situation for them to climb out of it. Like, oh, yeah,
They were
here you
up.
go.
They were leading.
No,
they were
it's-
leading 2-0
they're-
going
No,
into
it's
the
not
ninth
even.
inning.
It's the bigger picture. 3-1, like start in a series. Like for them to come back,
So you put your closer in, then it's all of a sudden 3-2. Okay, anything can happen. At least give yourself a chance.
Right.
You can't just
Look
give
at,
up.
You, since you're a stats guy, why don't you look at the stats? The last team to win the World Series at a 3-1 deficit was the Royals in '85. Oh wow, ironic.
That was a while ago.
Okay,
That
So-
was, yeah.
I mean,
it doesn't matter. All right, crazy things happen in sports every day. Okay, who would have known? You talk about entertainment value. That would have been awesome. I would have loved to see the Mets come back. Personally, I wanted to see a New York team take home that championship trophy other than the Yankees. I thought that would have been awesome. It would have kind of been a little bit of a diss to the Yankees.
Not a fan of.
Okay, but my point here is that you can't just give up because you're down like that. You're getting paid millions of dollars to give up.
I'm not
That's
telling.
ridiculous.
I'm not saying. Now look, I'm not saying they should have given up. I'm just saying the likelihood of. I'm just saying at that point, any decision kind of would have been futile at some point because just looking at the stats, I don't think they would.
You
be
can't
able to,
think like that though. You got to think that you are going to win that game. Okay, go to 3-2. You're still down 3-2. Go win another game.
They
and
have
then,
to. So you're telling me that yes, let's say they do win. Let's say they won that game. So it's 3-2. You're telling me they still. Do you honestly think they were able to go mistake-free? Be healthy for 2 more games.
There's a
straight?
chance.
There's a chance.
So you're saying
That
there's a
is
chance.
Very
There's a
slim.
chance.
Very
Doesn't matter, there's a
slim.
chance.
Don't like those odds.
You don't have
Okay.
to like the odds. There's a
I
chance.
think I'm going to put you all in your separate corners. We're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back with you shortly. Okay, and here for his own segment, we got the big man, what grinds Grayson's gears. Grayson, what's on your mind today?
Leigh, I'm not very happy right now.
Oh,
I'm talking about the Miami Duke game. Ever since we started this instant replay thing, a lot of calls have been better, but not with these nincompoops. Okay, this is unacceptable. How do you get this wrong? Okay, his knee is down. Okay, you can't overturn calls like blocks in the back. You can't overturn that. Since when can you do that? All right, this is a travesty. This is atrocious, unacceptable.
Travesty.
Okay, take all that money that you make, NCAA, give it to Duke, give it to so they can have their scholarships. Okay, this is ridiculous. You can eat my shorts. Eat my shorts.
okay.
That is all.
Hey,
First off, what's a nincompoop?
I have no idea.
Right? And
I loved it.
Eat my shorts?
What does that even mean?
The
I
Simpsons.
don't want to
It's
eat.
a
I don't think that's.
Simpsons
The
reference.
Simpsons.
I don't think
Okay,
that's
I don't watch
sanitary.
The
Watch
Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
Okay,
It's
well,
the greatest
well,
cartoon
thanks,
of all time.
Grayson. Thanks, Grayson. You're very insightful, teaching us all new things. So, in today's news, we clocked in Jakeem Grant going 26 miles per hour. What else goes 26 miles per hour?
Mopeds.
I like that song. Like, down.
Moms in school zones, they're always going 26.
He could get pulled over on campus because the speed limit on campus is 20 miles per hour. So he could get pulled over for running.
You're so funny. Usain Bolt? Yeah, maybe?
I think you could take Usain Bolt. Absolutely.
Maybe.
Well, maybe a girl after a buy her a drink.
I mean, like she's running away from you?
Yeah. My lives have been good lately.
I could see. Yeah.
Sneak this to myself.
I think that's enough with your sad dating life, okay?
Head out the fields.
And
I'm
that's
sorry.
enough with
That's
your
sorry.
sad
Man,
life
that kind of
over
brought
here.
me down a little bit. That's
So, Pittsburgh Steelers, what are those? Seriously.
bumblebees, man. I'm terrified
Okay.
of bees too. So
Just seriously, what are those applies so much. If a uniform looks like you are a swarm of bees, like storming the field, get rid of it. Okay, I appreciate a good Throwback Thursday. I throw one out every once in a while. You know when you're like, your outfit is fire, you had a good night, and you're like, oh, I need to show this off again. So to remind people, they need to throw those away. It's done. It's over with. I don't care what y'all two have to say because look at your fashion sense. But we need to get rid of those ASAP pronto, Rocky.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
So
wow, I kind of, I'm gonna kind of take the side of them now because you just bashed me. So I, feel
I
like
wasn't
we're in the
asking
I mean,
for your
same- GP.
I was gonna. Oh, dang. Well, I mean, I'm crying on the inside right here. I mean,
I just got stung.
I just got.
Yeah, because we have the Steelers in here and they're stinging people. Like, geez, go back to your
look-
honeycomb, stay there for a while, change your outfit. Okay?
They can play football though.
They can. I'll give them that. So I want to hear y'all's predictions for the next week's Cowboys versus Eagles games.
I'm a Cowboys fan, so
how about
I'm
them
gonna be honest.
Cowboys?
I'm a Cowboys fan all day through and through. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. Realistically, I have to go with the Eagles. They're coming off a bye, so they're coming. So they're coming off a bye, so they're gonna be real healthy and well rested. Cowboys right here, my morale's low and all that, as we all know what happened last week. So we'll see what happens. But I could be wrong. I'd like to be wrong.
I'm pretty sure that Dez Bryant has been working out and training with his new pet monkey. And so for that reason, I think that his monkey's had a great influence on him. And I'm going to go with the Cowboys 17-14 in a very ugly game like we've been accustomed to watching the Cowboys play this year.
Brutal.
But, I mean, look at the Eagles. The Eagles are terrible. I mean,
Hey.
they're a healthy team, and they're just as bad as the Cowboys are this year, and they're a completely healthy team. They have their starting quarterback, if you want to call him that, Sam Bradford. But, man, that's rough. I would hate to be Chip Kelly's
I'd
shoes
like
right
to
now.
be wrong. I'd like to be wrong.
I'd like you to be wrong too. I like my
hope so.
boys.
I really do.
Okay, so what
I
are
know
y'all?
you're wrong.
What are y'all thinking about the Tech versus West Virginia? Is anyone making that trip? I'm not, but.
Morgantown's a crazy place, too, I've hered. It gets crazy up there, kind of
Do
how
you
it
wanna
does in
take
Lubbock.
A double take family trip?
Double take family
Funded
trip.
by no, but it's going to be a tough
know
game.
that I
People do not let West Virginia's record fool you. Yes, they are. Yes, they've lost like 4 consecutive games, but they're all teams we've lost to, and they're all ranked teams. So we shouldn't, count them out. So I'm just saying it could be a shooter. It could be a shooter, but I'm obviously going to go with Tech here. It's going to be a close game. I'm saying up in the 20s, 22 or something. I don't know, but it's going to be a close game regardless.
Well, like every Tech game, they could play my high school team back in Farmersville, who's a 2A high school team, and they could probably still give up 70 points. I'm still.
Shots
Ooh,
fired.
oh.
Let's
I love
Ta-ta.
Tech, man, but I'm still taking Tech in this one. All right, but
Okay, good.
I got 56-54 and a shootout. And I'm going to actually take Tech with a game-winning field goal to answer last year's game-winning field goal that West Virginia hit here. And Morgantown. I tell you, Morgantown's a tough place to play, though. Morgantown's like Lubbock, and I don't think I could be in a car with you for that long trip to these
I'm
coasts.
fun. I sing the Frozen soundtrack every
My
time.
point exactly.
It's in my car.
I would sing along.
You would? Do you want to let it go with me?
Yes, I would. I enjoy
Olaf,
it.
This is why you're my favorite.
Olaf's so cute. Olaf's so cute. He followed me on Twitter, so
Aw.
I made it.
So you know who has a really tough week coming up? The Houston Texans versus their bye week.
They're going to lose.
They're probably going to lose their bye week.
I really don't know if they can hash this one out. I'm just really skeptical. I don't know if they can pull through. It's just worrisome to me.
I'm not feeling it.
They need to switch up their defense. And
Brian Hoyer's still going to throw an
They need to
interception.
hire a new Pee Wee team to play for them.
Brian Hoyer's going to
Oh, my
throw a
goodness.
bye week party, and it's going to get intercepted by the Cops.
I mean, you guys probably haven't noticed yet, but we're really biased when it comes to football.
No one even likes
Love that.
Houston. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It's a
Dallas?
It's a terrible place.
Dallas,
Triple D.
what's that
Triple
little,
D.
you know that?
The greater than sign?
Yeah, the greater than sign. Dallas is on this side. You're Dallas. I'm not Houston. They're Houston.
They're Houston. They
He's
are.
Houston. GP can be Houston.
Okay, then I have to go like this.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
well, okay, I'm just
Okay.
getting roasted too. All right. What's that?
Yeah, I think that's
right,
about it.
that's
Those
it.
are all our predictions for
All
this
right,
coming
that's
week.
all we have for tonight. I want to say thank you to our kind of sarcastic moderator, Leigh
You are
Waldman.
so welcome.
To my boy GP, even though his opinions aren't always accurate.
They are the best.
And Grayson for his inspiring rant, and for you to tuning into our show. I'm Spencer Grzywacz. See you next time, same place on Double Take.